Hi guys, welcome to my channel. This is my first ever channel video. My first ever channel. Here I go. Why with the word mix up? But my name is Shelby and I am so excited to be here. Like, this is crazy. I just never thought I would get the courage to do this, but here I am doing this and I'm so excited. So we are doing this look today. It's kind of a get ready with me, chit chat, get to know me first video. And we're just gonna go through some of my products that I'm using. But I'm so excited to be here and I hope you guys like this video. And I feel like I just keep getting better as I learn and get moving. I also want to give a couple special shout outs to some of my friends who gave me the little push that I needed to finally do this. So with that being said, let's get started. Off with the Professionals primer. This is the best for me just because my pores are just huge on my nose. Like, they are ginormous. So yeah, I'm just gonna put this all over my face. So I have a splint on right now because I have fractured my arm for the third time. It's always in the same place. The people at the hospital said that just sometimes when you break something in a weird place, like on your arm, like, and it was kind of close, like to where my wrist is, it's like down right here, that it's just sometimes fragile. Like, some people are like, oh, your bones grow back stronger, but my mind did not. And they just keep breaking. So here we are again, and I'm just dealing with it as long as it's off before my birthday, because last year for my birthday I had to go out with a cast and it just wasn't that fun. I mean, I still had a great time, but it wasn't that fun and it clashed with my outfit, and nobody wants a clashed outfit, you know? So we're gonna go in, do our brows first. So I purchased the Desi Perkins Bomb S Brow Collab with Benefit. First of all, I freaking love Desi Perkins. I just think she's so great and genuine. And I also think she's beautiful. I love the way that she does her makeup, and I love this collab. When I first bought this, I felt like I was like gonna use, I like used every product, like every single thing that comes in the bundle. Like, I used every single one on my eyebrows, and now I'm just starting to have favorites of them all. So the least thing I use is the brow powder. I use that like on my no makeup days, like say I'm just running errands or like I go to the gym. I do have really sparse eyebrows in some places because of getting them waxed not correctly growing up, that it killed the hair follicle, so I have little spots. So I'm just going to go in with the brow pomade and create my basic line. So we take that and it looks super dark. And we're just going to blend it out and brush it up. So I am a cosmetology teacher. I am also, I'm the core specialist, and what the core specialist does is I teach all the basics. Like, it's the first class you're in when you go to a Paul Mitchell school. I work for Paul Mitchell schools. So I teach them all the basics for texture, hair cutting, spa, color, hairstyling. And then I also am the makeup specialist. I love makeup. It's like something that I have had a passion for my entire life. Growing up, I did a lot of competitive dance. So I just fell in love with it then, like doing my stage makeup, all the glitter and the glam. It was just something that I've always really enjoyed. I love YouTube. I love watching YouTube. That's, I tell everyone, like, you nowadays do not need cable. Like, you don't need cable anymore. It's like you have Netflix, Hulu, and YouTube, and you're golden. The only thing I would need cable for is to watch football. I love football season. Me and my dad every Sunday watch football together all day. And it's coming to an end, sadly. I do live in Pittsburgh, in the Pittsburgh area. I live kind of outside of Pittsburgh. I actually live in West Virginia, but we're right there. It takes me about 20 minutes to get to Pittsburgh. I am not a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. I mean, I like them, they're okay, but I am a diehard Minnesota Vikings kind of girl. I'm a Skull girl. I've loved them my whole life. I think it's just because my dad loves them and I'm kind of a daddy's girl. Like, he loves them, so therefore I love them. So football season is coming to an end. The Vikings did not make it, and that is okay. I feel like each year we get a little better and better, and one year it'll be our year. I'm not too disappointed. So then we are going to go in with the Precisely My Brow Pencil. I also love this. Sometimes when I'm in a big rush, I just use this, which I have at least once a week because where I work, we're open Tuesday through Saturday. So Friday, everybody like wants to go do stuff, go to the movies, go bowling, go out to eat and all kinds of stuff. And then everybody, like, by the time I get home, it's late, and I have to be up in the morning and I have to get ready and like pack my lunch and all that stuff. And I end up sleeping in because I'm tired and it's a Saturday and everyone else gets to sleep in on Saturdays except for me. So I sometimes have in a rush makeup, which that look will be coming very soon, probably after this one. We'll see. I'm trying to think. I feel like there's so much I want to say and it's like all like just mushed around in my brain. So I'm just going to go through and blend this out again. I want to know in the comments where you guys are from, if you like football, and if you do, what team. A lot of people are like really surprised I like football. I think it's just because I'm very girly, but I feel like at the same time that I am very tomboy too. It just, I'm the best of both worlds. That's what I say. Best of both worlds. There's nothing wrong with either one of them. So then I'm going to use a 24-hour brow setter. I didn't know I needed this in my life until I tried it. And now it has totally changed my world. I like never really paid attention to if my brow hairs were staying exactly in place to where I wanted them. And then someone was like, yeah, I spray hairspray on my eyebrows. And I'm like, well, why? And they were like, well, because they don't stay in place. And I was just kind of like, oh, I don't think that really happens to me a lot. And then I started paying attention, and like up here in the front of my eyebrow would move around all the time. So now I have this, and this is like a godsend. All right, so then we are going to take, this is a highbrow. I like to use this to contour my eyebrows. I know it's like more of a highlight, but I'm like very religiously into fixing, like plucking and waxing my eyebrows. Being that I teach all the time, like I feel like if I'm teaching them something and the importance of something and I'm sitting around looking like Bert and Ernie, then I'm kind of contradicting things. I still have my license, so I have my teacher license, and then I also have my cosmetology license as well. I do makeup still on the sides, like weddings and different events like that. And then I also still do hair. It's pretty much now, it's not like when I was in the salon that I was like taking strangers. It's kind of like my close friends, and like they have to be recommended to me by a close friend because I'm not just gonna like open it up to the world now that it's just kind of on the side. But yeah, I love it. So I like to blend out my contour for my eyebrows with an angled brush. This is the Royal Precision Angled. I think I got this in an Ipsy bag. If you don't have Ipsy, Ipsy is bomb. It's $10 a month. I think now you do have to pay shipping because the government passed some law about taxes and shipping on like subscription boxes and stuff like that. So I think you do have to pay some shipping, but it's not a lot, and it's really nice. You get them once a month in a cute little makeup bag, and it comes with all kinds of different samples and different stuff to use and different brushes, like full-size brushes. And I think that's super nice because it kind of opens me up to different products. Like, I love when they send me product lines that I've never heard of before, because then it just like, I feel like sometimes you just get stuck. Like I feel like sometimes I get stuck in like a certain brand or certain products. Like sometimes I get on these Sephora kicks where like I only want the stuff that Sephora has, and like you can't be like that because there's so many different product lines out there that aren't in stores that Sephora doesn't even carry. Like I know sometimes when I go on like makeup runs where I like just buy a ton of makeup, I have to go to Ulta because Ulta only has some certain makeup, and then I have to go to Sephora because they only have some kind of makeup, and then I go to Target, and then I go to Walmart. Like you gotta go all around. You have to get it all. But I do sometimes just get stuck in my ways, and I'm trying to get out of that, especially now that I am taking the plunge and starting my YouTube channel. So I'm just going to blend out this brow. A lot of people ask me what my goals are with this in particular. Sometimes I do this when I'm teaching. Like I'll just be talking and talking, and then all my words just start jumbling together. Like I look at my students and I'm like, I'm sorry, I've been up here talking for 2 hours. Like things just start like going together. So my biggest goal is I would like to have a lot of followers. I would like to have people loving my videos and wanting to see more. That's my biggest goal. Obviously, like another big goal of mine, which has been like this since I was in high school, which has been a long time now, is to like have my name on some kind of makeup product, like an eyeshadow palette or a lipstick. Like I think that would be awesome. Like that's one of my biggest goals, but we'll just see. Like I'm just doing this for fun. Like I am really excited to see where this goes. I love doing makeup. Like this is something that I just love to do. So we are done with brows for now. So I'm just going to put away this. I'm also a crazy neat freak. OCD, like my classroom's all organized. My like room's all organized. Everything I do. So if I'm doing makeup, like I have to put that away. So I'm just going to set it over here out of my way because we're moving on. All right. So next we are going to do the foundation. I am using the NARS Radiance 24 Hour. I'm almost out. I seem to not stick to one foundation all the time. I'm always trying different ones. I feel like makeup brands are always like pumping out different products that I feel like I'm like, okay, now I want to try this, now I want to try this. Sometimes I feel like super overwhelmed because I'm just like, oh my god, I'm never gonna get to all these. So I always pump out my foundation onto a little CD disc. This is like the makeup sanitation coming out in me. Just having it on your own palette, and then I just apply it with this flat round brush. I'm pretty sure this is from Wet n Wild. I've had it for 7 million years. And I'm just gonna pat it around. I'm gonna take my go into our concealer now. I am using the Huda Beauty High Coverage Creamy Concealer in the shade Murgu. Murgu is 04N as well. I'm like not good at these crazy concealer names. So first, I'm just going to do it under my eyes. I don't like to apply my concealer all over and then blend it out because I feel like it dries like super quick. And then you have like patchy spots. Like even like you're not just this concealer, but like every concealer, like I just don't feel like it looks the best when you put it all on and then some spots get dry and others do not. Especially under your eyes. Like the worst thing to me is when I have like it settles and all your little wrinkles underneath your eyes. Like this does not do this. I love Huda Beauty. I love all their palettes. I love they just make really great makeup, I think. So I love this concealer. I'm the same with concealers as I am with foundations. Like I feel like I don't just have one. Like I'm always switching it up and buying the new one that just came out. Y'all are gonna hate me when I say this, but by the end of my tube of Tarte Shape Tape, I was not a fan anymore. Like it just started really drying out my skin. Like it just wasn't for me. Everyone else loves it, I know, but it just wasn't for me. I'm sorry. So we're just gonna take this down my nose, on my chin. Let me spread this out. A little bit up here on the forehead, a little bit up here on the chin. All right, so then I'm gonna take that angled brush again, and I am going to blend this out. Sometimes it goes like, I know some people like theirs to stay in like one tiny spot, but I'm okay if it goes around because I have combination skin, so my like T-zone is so oily that the more coverage I have to keep it all down, the better. Because I've had foundations where it just like foundations and concealers where by like midday it would be poof, gone. Like it would just be like sliding off or patchy. Like I've had stuff that made me look like I was wearing crackle nail polish. It was so cute. So I just blended this out with my beauty blender. This one I got in my FabFitFun box, which I was pumped about. I love FabFitFun. That's another box. It's a little bit more pricey, but I love it. Like I suggest everyone to get a FabFitFun box. I really do. All right, so now we are going to powder and bake. So I use the Airspun loose powder. This is just in Naturally Neutral. This stuff's the best. It's not expensive at all. And I just think it does a really good job for being drugstore. Like I think I spent like $8 on it. That's it. And it comes in a Gigando container. Like this is gonna last you 7 billion years. So I'm just tapping this off. I'm putting this on a powder brush. This is from Sephora. I got it for Christmas. So like, oh God, I was still in high school. So it's been a while. I would say at least 4 years ago, my grandmother bought it for me. And she was like, okay, I cannot believe how expensive makeup brushes are. And I'm like, Grandma, I know. They're super expensive. And like, I feel like it's something you do have to invest in, like building your brush collection. And having good brushes, because sometimes you get brushes that just aren't good quality and it sucks, but it's the truth. So then I'm gonna take my beauty blender and swipe it inside my lid. And then we're just gonna do this underneath the eyes so I can get a nice bake going on. I haven't like perfected the perfect swipe yet. Like, have you seen people that take their bake and they're just like, and it's like this magnificent thing? That's not me. I'm not there yet. Maybe one day though, you know? Maybe one day it'll happen. I've been practicing. I've been practicing. All right, so we're gonna let that sit on there. I'm gonna take this a little bit down the bridge of my nose. that. All right, so I don't bake down here on my chin until later on. So we're just gonna set this aside. All right, so now we're gonna prep our lids. So I just prep my lids with whatever concealer I'm using. And I'm just gonna use this brush that I use to apply my foundation because it still has a little bit of that leftover foundation on. So it just kind of helps it look a little bit more natural. Like I've just had times where I put on eyelid concealer. Come on now, Shelby, get it together. Eyeshadow concealer, and it just looks really strange. Like it's too white. Like I just feel like, yes, you want like a very pigmented look, I understand that, but when your eyeballs are looking a totally different shade than the rest of you, there's a problem. It looks weird. It looks very weird. I just had to fix myself. I have a strapless bra on, and they are the devil. Especially when you're part of the itty bitty titty committee like me, you know? You don't got the goods to hold it up. So I'm just blending this in. So first things first, I'm gonna go into the Jaclyn Hill palette. She's another bitch that I love. I love her. I think that she's so inspirational, especially a lot of stuff that she's gone through recently. I've very much related to, and I just think she is a strong, independent woman. She's an awesome businesswoman, and I just adore. I just adore. All right. So sometimes since I'm from West Virginia, I always want to talk in like a country bumpkin accent, and I don't have one at all. But sometimes I just want to talk like this. Like I want to be howdy y'all. Today we're going to apply this eyeshadow here in this parts, but we're going to keep my regular voice. So I am going to go in with a very nude. It is, I have to look on the back, Silk Cream, with this flat brush that I got from, you guessed it, Ipsy. They be sending me all the goods lately. All the goods. So I'm just going to pat this on my lid. I haven't done my makeup since I got my splint on. So this is a new challenge for me. So we're just going to pat this on all over the lid. When I wear eyeshadow concealer, I like to put down a neutral base just to help everything stay there. I feel like sometimes if I'm in a hurry, I don't give it enough time to dry. So this just kind of helps it seal the deal and dry down. My strap is falling, excuse me. Okay, I need a drink. So I'm addicted to seltzer water. Is anyone else addicted to seltzer water? Seltzer water and Yetis. I live for Yetis. I got a Yeti cooler for Christmas this year. I could have cried. I love Yetis. So the eye look that I'm looking for today is going to be super neutral with a pop of color here in the corner. I have to decide what color I want to do. I'm between yellow or like a teal. I don't know yet. We'll find out. So I'm going to go in with the next brown over, which is MFEO. And I do admit I used to know what that stood for, and I'm drawing a blank right now. So we're just going to go in as this is going to be our transition phase. We're going through a transition phase. That's what we're doing. 2019 January, we're going through a transition phase. No, this is a transition shade, but I feel like everyone in 2019 in January is going through a transition phase. Like, I'm so big with positivity and trying to live the best life I can. Like, I'm such like a goal setter. Like, I write them down. I just love the new year, like the beginning of the new year. Like, I also like to make changes all the time. Like Mondays, like if the next day I'm like, I have to change this, then it's like, okay, Monday I'm changing it. But like, I feel like the new year, you can just be like, all right, I'm changing this, and this. This is what I want to change. Like, I organized everything. I redecorated. I cleaned out every single thing that I own. Like, you're just like brand new bitch. What's up? But when you're being a brand new bitch, you still gotta be yourself. Like, don't be like looking on Instagram, be like, I want to be her, and change yourself to be her. You still gotta be you. You gotta do you, boo. Do you. And be the best version of yourself. That's what it is. Best version. Alright, so I'm just blending this out. I have a burn on my eyelid right now. So it's pretty sensitive. It is healing. It was way worse. But it's a lot better. But it was killing me. Alright, so I'm going back in with my flat brush. And we are going to go into that silk cream one more time. So I have a funny story about names. So Paul Mitchell School is with UMA. So they use UMA makeup. It's affiliated with Paul Mitchell. I was certifying. See, I am certified cosmetologist, which means I'm certified to do makeup, hair, nails. I love to do nails. Like, if one day I'm not a teacher, if one day, like, I just want to take a whole different path, like, I'd definitely be a nail artist, like a nail / makeup artist, because I love doing nails. I love it. So, I was doing a certification. Like, we have to certify all the time in different things. I was doing, like, an ultimate face certification, and I, like, just couldn't say freaking foundation name correctly. And like, I knew dang well it's gonna get points taken off because I couldn't say this foundation name right, but it was just screwing me up. Like, it was ivory satin. I said satin ivory Satan, and then I made up some other word. I can't remember. Like, I could not say it for the life of me. It was ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. To this day, I can think about it. Like, I beat myself up. I'm like, are you kidding me? I still passed, but you know, like, in the back of your head, you're like, come on now. Cuckoo, get it together. Alright, so we're going to go with a little bit of a darker shade. Like I said, I want to keep this pretty light. So we're going to go in with butter. On like butter. I like that word, butter. When I was little, like, everyone has these words that make you laugh hysterically, and mine was pudding. Like, anytime someone said pudding, I was busting out laughing. So we're just going to blend this out on the outer of the eye, and then I'm going to work it in. I do want this to be pretty and natural. This is just going to get some dimension. This is a matte shade. Here I go in teacher mode, talking about the difference of shimmers and mattes, which everyone in here already knows that mattes and darks help hide and diminish things, and shimmers and lights help enhance. So I'm just blending this out on the other side, just like I did on the opposite side. I wish they had like a mirror option, like you could hit mirror, and whenever you did on your one side, it came on the other side, because this is my good eye, this is my bad eye. Eyebrows and eyeballs, sisters, not twins. And they will prove that to you every dang time that you do your makeup. Like, they are sisters, not twins. Because I'll be looking like this way, and I'm like, oh, okay. And then I look on this side, I'm like, yikes. And we taking pictures, like, we'll be out somewhere, and I'll be like, even if they're like looking at me this way, I'm like, look at this side, look at this. Makeup artist, this side, don't look at this eye. So I'm just blending this out. You can achieve all things with a good blend, even if it takes you 7 million years. So I'm going in with my first shade on the eyelid one more time. Like I said, I just want to keep this super neutral. Just like that. Okay, so what we're going to do is I am not going to do the pop of color on the crease. Not the crease. Come on now. On the inner corner until I put on my liner and lashes. So we're going to do that right now. Liner and lashes, two things I cannot live without. Two of the things that give me a run for my money every single morning. All right, I'm gonna move this mirror up just a tiny bit so I can see what I'm doing. Okay, so wings. Everybody loves a good wing. I'm like leaning on this back table, like, let me talk to you for a second. Everybody loves a good wing. I love a good wing. Wings are pain in the booty to have perfectly identical wings. Because again, sisters, not twins. But nothing irritates me more when this side is like ching and this side is like oh, and like my check is going down. Sometimes I don't even know how I do it. I'm just like, wow, how did that even happen? Am I being punked? That's how I feel. Like, wow. Wow. All right, so we're gonna do this. Everyone pray. Also, I've got this stupid splint on my arm. So, you know, applying this is not going to be the easiest. Oh. That looks good. That looks good. You guys see that? That looks good. I'm okay with that. But now we gotta do the other side. So we'll see. Guys, I think we just witnessed a miracle because these are pretty popping. They are popping. Like, whew, okay. Oh, the liner I use. What am I doing? The liner I use is the Kat Von D tattoo liner in Dagger because I have combination skin. My eyelids are like oil slicks, and my any other eyeliner just in the middle of the day will be like, ooh, like running down my face. And I'm teaching, I'm up here like talking about the beauty industry and doing makeup, and I've got black stuff running down my face. Yeah, not pretty. All right, so I'm gonna put on some more Carmex because I can't live without this. Like, I love Carmex lip balm. Like, it's the best. Best damn thing. Best damn thing. All right, so then we're gonna put on our eyelashes. I use the Duo Brush On Adhesive with Vitamins. Excuse me, I had to burp. And then we have our Ardell Wispies. I get the big pack at Wally World for $10. Make you holla. You know. All right, so we're just gonna apply this on. The really good thing is that this applies super. It applies, it dries. Okay. It dries super fast. So that is really nice. Like, as soon as I put this on here, I'll wave it around for like a couple minutes. Like, not a couple minutes, like 3 seconds, and then I'll put it on my eyelid. Wave around like just okay. That song is like, I'm living my best life. I ain't going back to fuck with you. I'm living my best life. I got that song stuck in my head forever. So now we're just waving around. Like, you just don't care. Like, in the beginning, it's like, waving hands in the air and waving like just don't care. That's what I was singing. Alright, so we're going to apply this as close to the lash line as we can get. I used to be horrifying at putting on lashes, and I've gotten so much better. I'm so grateful that I have, because I used to want to throw everything. One down, one to go. I'm feeling good. Like, I feel good about this look. I feel good about this whole thing. I was super nervous, I'm not gonna lie. And I feel good. Like, I feel like each time I'm just gonna get better and better. Like, we're just gonna keep doing this damn thing. We doing the damn thing. 2019 is your year. It's everyone's year. It's not just my year. It's every single person who's watching this year. I have so many friends right now that are having such great things happen to them. Like, I just feel like this can be a good year. Like, games are changing. People are growing up. Meeting great people. Like, I just have a great feeling. I got a feeling. I'm either singing lyrics to a song or quoting SpongeBob. That's legit what I'm doing. All right, so let's just see if this will go on. Like I wanted to. Cause let me tell you, every day is not a perfect eyelash day. Like, I'm sometimes late to meet my friend because we carpool to work together. How awesome is it is that I work with my best friend? Like, we just spend every day together. And I love every minute of it. Love it. And then we hang out on the weekends. It's great. It's perfect. Gotta stay hydrated. I'm also on this new health journey. I've always been really into like being healthy, but I've had some health challenges that has really kicked me into gear, and now I just like love it. Like, I love celery juice and kale, like kale smoothies. I get the matcha, a venti iced matcha green tea latte at Starbucks now. No double caramel sugary goodness anymore for me. No, I just turned a new leaf. I'm honestly happy about it. Like, I feel like before, every time I try like something healthy, like I just be like, oh, this is great. And then like 2 weeks later, I'm like, I need a vanilla Coke, a Red Bull, and some buffalo chicken pizza right here. And the whole thing would be out the window. So I feel like this is going really good. All right. So I'm just like, I like to finish off my eyes before I start contouring the rest of my face. So I'm just gonna put on some mascara. I am using the Urban Decay Provision Bigger, Blacker, Badder. I live for this stuff. Like, this is great. Mascara. Fun fact, Urban Decay was the first like makeup that I ever like had. Like, when I started out, like I was just using like random stuff that my mom used. Like, I was just kind of like, this is what I'm doing right now. Like, you know? But now I just like one day was like, Mom, I want stuff from Sephora. Like, I want to try different things. So for Christmas, I got a bunch of Urban Decay stuff. And I feel like that's like where everything like really, really took off. Like, I wasn't just like throwing on some like 6-year blush that's probably super expired on my face. Like, I really like gave a crap about what I look like. And like what I was doing. Not what I look like that's wrong. Like, what I was doing, like what I was using. All right, so then I'm gonna hit my bottom lashes, eyeliner. What the heck is wrong with me today? My bottom lash line with the Wet n Wild Kohl Crayon. I thought that was gonna be more like fancy. So the Wet n Wild, super big, like $2, stays on forever. It's bomb. I honestly, like, I understand like high-end products and some of them just work so great, so like you need them in your life. Like, I totally get that. But if you found a product that's bomb for like $7, I say buy it. Like, who cares what the name is and where you bought it at? If it works for you, get it. All right. All right, so then we are going to take the mascara, hit this lash line, bottom lash line. All right, that's what you need in life, is some false lashes and some eyeliner, and you're ready to roll. All right, so we are going to go in with this little round brush right here. It's like really tight. As you can see, I was messing around with the color right here, seeing what it was gonna look like, and I really like it. So we are going to use the shade Jada, whichever. We're just gonna tap this on. And I'm just gonna tap this on the corners of my eyes. Like that. Yeah, I like this. I had like, you know, I'm like in my head, like singing, like. Alright, so we're just gonna blend this out a little bit. I am still gonna put like some highlight on it, just so I still have that like shine in the corners of my eyes. Yeah, that's good. I need a little bit more on this inner eye. We're just blending it out because it is such a crazy color that we don't want it to be like ka-chow. Alright, so we're just gonna take, it does have a matching glitter, and this is the shade Pool Party. So I'm just gonna dab this on, and then we're gonna hit the corners again. Right, that looks good. So I'm just gonna clean up the corner a little bit. Like, I didn't want this to go out as far, but since I had to blend it a little bit, we're just gonna pat this down. Yeah, I like it. I think it looks good. Like, it comes down a little far, like right here. So I'm just gonna put a little bit more. This is just the brush that I applied everything else with, like my foundation and my concealer, which is really nice to do that with a brush because then you have it for when stuff like this happens. And then we're just gonna blend it out. I like how, like, you like how I'm like feeling myself in the camera, like, okay. All right, so I'm just gonna do a little bit of a darker liner, not darker, but a thicker line underneath. Just so it yes. It helps. I just think that since it's such a bold color, that like having a tiny liner, like having like teeny tiny tight line at the bottom, just like doesn't match the rest of it. All right, so we're going to go under my tight line, underneath when I like I'm trying to talk like this, like underneath my lash line. I always do this. Especially when I wear lashes, it just kind of helps it all mesh together a little bit. And now we are going to buff out my bake because it's been on there for 7 billion years, it feels like, but it really hasn't been on there that long. All right, so now we're gonna take some more air spoon, and we're gonna chisel up my jawline. Just down here. I need to get some dermaplaning done. Like, my peach fuzz is redonkulous. Redonkulous. Like I said, my perfect swoop, like some of these other YouTubers do, I don't got it yet. I don't got it. No. Alright, so for bronzer, we're going to go in with the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil. It's the bomb. The bomb. Alright, and we're using It Cosmetics brush. It's an angled brush. For bronzer, I always pinch my brushes when I apply bronzer. I just feel like it helps me get an exact mark. I don't know what's happening to my TV behind it. Something weird is happening. It's okay. Don't mind that. Here, we'll just turn it off. There we go. Wild. Oh, now Golden Girls is in the background. Alright, so we're going to go from the tragus down towards the corner of my mouth. I really try not to take it past my outer corner of my eye. But sometimes when you gotta blend, girl, you know? Alright, do the high points of my forehead. I have so many baby hairs, it's ridiculous. Okay, moving on to blush. I am using the Tarte Feisty shade. I've used it a lot. I got it in, you guessed it, my Ipsy bag. I'm not like sponsored by Ipsy or anything. Like, I just really like the little samples I get. And I think everyone should have it. Alright, again, I'm pinching and I'm just doing where my cheekbone is. I know a lot of people put it on the apples of their cheeks, but I like it better when I just put it right on where my cheekbone actually is. I have to put on like a lot of blush because I just feel like it wears off. Like, I haven't found that blush that like just stays on forever. Like, I have to like pound it on, like cake it on for it to appear all day. All right, and now for my favorite, we have highlight. So one of my favorites is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit. It's an oldie but a goodie. So we're going to go in with Sunray first. With this highlighting brush that I got in my Ipsy bag. We're just going to apply this up here. Oh, honey, that looks good. Every time I put on a highlight, I'm just like, yes. Like, if I could bathe in highlight, I would. But I can't, but I would if I could. A little bit on the nosy. Okay, so then we're gonna go in with golden. No, I don't want to do golden dawn. I want to do white sand. White sand. And on the nose. Then for where my eyebrow arches and my eyebrow bone, we're gonna go in with snow. I'm just gonna blend that like that. I'm honestly gonna hit this corner one more time because I just love this color and how it looks with a little glow. Okay. Alright, so now we are going to buff out the bottom with this little fan brush. I think this is from Real Techniques. I could be wrong though, because my friend bought it for me one year. I love it. I love her for buying me makeup stuff because she is not a makeup person, but she knows I love makeup, so she always tries and picks me up something whenever we have like a gift exchange or something like that. She's a sweetie. I love her to death. Ride or die. We've actually been best friends since kindergarten, so you know, she's kind of a ride or die. Alright, so I'm going to spray with my all-nighter by Urban Decay. Can't live without it. Fan it. And then I just kind of pat over with my beauty blender just to make sure I don't have any like little spit ups anywhere, because I feel like sometimes with any setting spray, it's not just this one. Oh, now it wants to put up a like normal background, like the beach or something. Sometimes you get like little like big dollops of setting spray and I'm just like, where did this come from? Like, what the hell? I look like I got spit up on by a camel. This is the finished look. I'm in love with it. I hope you guys loved it too. I just put some hoops in because I feel like hoops just make everything better. Like, they just make everything look better. I love me a good hoop. I hope you guys had as much fun as I did. If you liked it, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.